invested on it, so I don't want to slow the group down. So just bubble, you know. A lot of the times bubbling is just the answer. Better be safe than sorry. So this is teaming and necrotic, so these are pretty big pulls here. So there's 2 demons here. So I'm gonna start again. I'm gonna start with DPSing a little bit, like get a consecrate out. I want to make sure this tank is top though, because this pull can these wraith guards can hurt quite a bit. Still gonna go full DPS though here. Actually, the red paladin is pulling aggro for some reason. I'm gonna throw the tank of sacrifice here because there's a lot of ads, and I know he's probably not gonna get a reset on his necrotic. No, he did not with his AMS. So this guy's probably just dead here, to be completely honest. There's no way I can heal him. He had 52 stacks, which is, I believe that's actually reached the point of unhealable. I think 50 stacks is 100%. 100% immune to heals. So he was just boned. So I just, you know, I mean, use your brain. Like, if he's not healable, then don't heal. Just like try to DPS. Let me reapply my beacon to him, throw a shock on him, and off we go. Just spam Light of the Martyr on the move, you know? Don't quit. Don't be the reason that, like, as a healer, don't be the person that you're constantly waiting for. Like, as long as it's not mana issues, then stay with the group. Don't like just be lazy. I don't know. I can't stress that enough, man. I hate lazy healers. They just drive me absolutely bonkers. So I'm just keeping count on consecrate here. I'm not focusing too much on single target DPS because it's not really gonna affect too much. But as you can see, I'm just spamming consecrate on cooldown. This guy's basically already unhealable. He's at 37, which is, oh, actually 50 stacks is even wrong. I guess I'm not actually. So what the heck? I don't know how many stacks is actually unhealable, but apparently it's less than 50. But look how much damage I did that pull. I did 9 million damage that pull. I just doing damage that someone else doesn't have to do. So I'm gonna actually focus quite a bit on healing. This is kind of a big pull. There's 3 wraith guards here, wraith lords, whatever. I don't have any cooldowns for him, so he's probably boned here again. I'm not gonna lay on hands him because, yeah, it's just. Okay, so this guy doesn't know how. He has no idea how to kite. Essentially, this tank just is completely clueless on necrotic and how to deal with it. He wants a bop. Why does he want a bop? Anyway, whatever. So you know, I'm playing with a Death Knight that's stupid, and that's what you have to deal with. It's fine. What? He wants my bot, but I don't. Like, I guess he wanted to just run up the stairs, but screw him. This guy's an idiot. DK's an idiot. I don't know. Everyone's an idiot. He'll learn it. I guess our 2 hunters are actually doing pretty good damage though, but whatever. So I'm gonna reapply your beacon. Don't forget that, you know, when someone dies it falls off. It doesn't persist through death, so make sure you reapply it. Again, here I'm just gonna DPS, you know, blah blah blah, pretty typical stuff. Throw out a lot of Dawn just for a little bit of AoE heals. So as the healer you are kind of in the back seat, but I'm just kind of following what people do. I don't know how this DK is gonna handle this, but I'm just gonna do the best. So I'm gonna drop down a consecrate, you know, do some deeps, do some fat deeps. I'm gonna heal him up. Actually, he's already basically unhealable. Necrotic's pretty annoying to deal with, especially with, again, people who don't really know how to deal with it. This DK does not know how to reset it. He doesn't know how to kite, but we're making work of it. So again, he didn't reset it, and he's gonna pull this as well. So we're in a lot of trouble here actually. And this guy is just dead. Okay. So he bubbled. I mean, this guy's unhealable. This guy is almost healable. So actually here I'm going to pop a Devo because it's a damage reduction and I can't heal anyone, so I might as well get a. So I'm gonna consecrate here, try to do some of this. But again, this guy's just unhealable. I'm gonna sack him. I mean, this guy has 189% heal absorption. Like, this guy is just clueless, and he's dead. I'm gonna res him. I mean, what you're supposed to do as a Death Knight, it's kind of like a little side story, but what you're supposed to do is you're supposed to take, actually he even has it. Death and Decay also slows their movement by 70%. You're supposed to just Death and Decay and then Kite. Like, it's so simple. So I'm going to try to DPS here, although I don't have Avenging Wrath up, so ultimately my damage is going to be pretty bad. I got a little scared there because the Rat Pally was dying, the tank was dying, so I popped it as a healing cooldown as opposed to like a damage cooldown. So as you can see, my damage is pretty garbage. I'm only doing like almost 200k, but that's fine. I mean, better some than none. I'm gonna tank this because the Red Pally tanks the other one. Like, look, I'm not healing hardly at all here. Like, I'm gonna use my Terror's Deliverance, and that'll passively heal up people. And I'm spamming, not spamming, but I'm using Light of Dawn on cooldown, just for the extra heals. I'm gonna toss this guy Holy Light just because he's kind of low, not super low, but and we're just gonna kill the boss again. Just using your heals as you're moving, you know, turning, flashing, or Light of Dawning, I mean. So we're cruising, man. I mean, it's a relatively smooth run. I mean, the DK could be better, but at the end of the run, I want to look at how much damage I did over the course of the dungeon. Just kind of curious, and I mean, I don't know. I mean, I could be focusing a little bit more on healing here. I am trying to be a little bit of damage whore, but I mean, it's a Death Knight and it's Necrotic Week, so it's a little bit hard to say exactly. I mean, I would be playing things differently if it was not Necrotic Week, but whatever, we're chilling. So yeah, I mean, I'm just doing the basics. Keep Consecrate down, Holy Shock on cooldown, you know, try to get some Crusader Strikes out, and then if the tank needs some heals, just throw him some side heals, maybe like a Light of Dawn for some extra healing, and then just go back to DPSing. Just don't sit there and do nothing. Please. You're asking how to be a better healer. Don't sit there, ever. Don't just sit there, ever. Please. It's so simple. Don't be a healer that does this. You know? It's like, oh, there's nothing to heal. Oh, okay, cool. Oh, what's over here on Netflix? Oh, okay, here. Let me go on Reddit here. Oh, let me go on typeracer.com. Typeracer.com. Okay, cool. Oh, we finished the pack? Okay, let me toss him that. Let me do a Light of Dawn. Oh, okay, I'm gonna come over here and play some Type Racer. So let me do some typing. So we're probably just gonna pull this one pack. So yeah, I can just sit here. I'll drop a Consecrate, I'm helping. And then okay, I'm over here, I'm playing Type Racer. I know you can't see it, but we began to recognize in them a strange, let me check over here. Oh crap, I'm gonna get, oh frick, I got stunned. Oh well. A strange obsession. Period. After all, they are emotionally inexperienced, comma. Oh crap, we're done with the pull. Oh, let me heal him. Don't be that guy. Like, please. We should just pull all this. There's no reason not to. It's a lot of the time it's better to pull everything. You know, if you pull 2-3 packs, it's gonna take a lot longer than a 1 6-pack. Like, unless the 6-pack is gonna kill you, pull the 6-pack. Like, it's pretty simple, pretty basic knowledge. Okay, so again, something I'm keeping in mind here is that the first Shadow Bolt is going to probably chunk us really hard, so I'm going to make sure that I have Devotion R up for it. And I'm also going to save my DPS cooldowns for when I get the buff in next phase. So here, this phase is actually relatively tank damage heavy, but he's healing himself pretty well, so we're chilling. So just DPSing, you know, I don't have any cooldowns up, but that doesn't mean that I shouldn't DPS. Like, hello. So I'm just gonna top everyone up while there's no damage to be done. and then just get ready to DPS. Oh, I got hit by that. I'm bad. So again, this first Shadow Bolt, which is, is my DBM working? Got hit by it again, I'm bad. It's not really showing up, so I'm really watching for this Shadow Bolt volley cast. I'm actually going to pre-do this one. Oh, okay, I had to cancel it because it wasn't going to be up. I had to get Devotion Aura up for it because it hurts really bad. So I'm just going to go full damage here. I'm not going to worry about healing that guy. My Tyr's Deliverance should do quite a bit of healing. Wow, this guy is... Okay, so he's just going to sit there with that stupid swarm on top of his head. This idiot's not going to run into melee as a BM hunter to clear the ad and get it killed and get it cleaved. I'm just going to bubble this. I'm not going to make any... you know, mistakes. I'm just going to bubble it and be done with it. So what I was saying is that BM hunter didn't run into melee with the ad on top of him to kill it and get it cleaved. So he stood out in range so that I had to give him a heal instead of just DPSing. Like, really stupid play by him, but whatever. So at this point, I'm just going to use every cooldown I have, which is actually none. I have no cooldowns left. As you can see, I'm mostly DPSing. I'm throwing out spot heals and mostly just like Light of Dawning. So that was that. So on that fight, I did 41 million damage, 360k DPS. I out-damaged the tank, which is good, you know? I mean, it's better than being that freaking healer. I actually kind of want to finish this Type Racer. Oh, dang it. Sorry, you're out of time. We reduced your text difficulty to beginner. Wow. I couldn't do Type Racer while doing a Mythic Plus. It's because I actually care about the group. Like, freaking... I'm not a stupid healer. I'm sorry, that's like one of my biggest pet peeves. So let's look at total damage done for the run. Overall data. So I did 172 million damage that run, okay? You know, I only did 187k DPS over the course of the run, you know. That's not game breaking, but that helps. I mean, that's 172 million that someone else didn't have to do. Because I didn't want to just sit there and play Type Racer while I'm doing a Mythic Plus. Like, come on, it's so simple. Just DPS. If someone needs heals, heal them, and then go back to DPS. And, you know, the higher the Mythic Plus, the more you're probably going to have to focus on healing and the less on damage, and that's fine. But until it's that point, do something. So that was that. I want to go over the talents really quick because I didn't get to finish them perfectly, but I guess in general, Beacon of Faith it's basically Beacon of Faith or Beacon of the Lightbringer for Mythic Plus as well as raiding. There's like a few scenarios where you'd want to take Beacon of Virtue, but it's basically in a 5-man where there's crazy raid healing, or I guess group healing. And that could happen in maybe like a Maw of Souls where like the Mariner down in the boat, you know, on like a, what kind of, hold on, let me find it. What the heck am I looking for? Holy cow, brain fart. What am I looking for? I'm looking at, okay, here we go. If it's like a Fortified, which is non-boss enemies do more damage and have more health. So there's like the Mariner that, there's like the Mariner where there's like a lot of healing, and it's like you basically, if someone doesn't have a cooldown up, they're dead, then you could probably take like Beacon of Virtue. But I don't know. I mean, there's other uses of Beacon of Virtue. I just had someone whisper me that Skittish could be a decent use of it, which is also true because you could pop it on the melee, and melee is probably going to be pulling aggro so that you can, you know, keep them healed up. But for raiding and for most Mythic Pluses, just go with these two. If there's like a lot of tank damage, so for example, like for like in the Nighthold, and we're on like Croesus, and there's like the tank debuff, which is Syrian Brand, and so like there's stacks of a fire debuff on you. You're gonna want to take like Beacon of Faith because both tanks are going to be taking damage at the same time. One's going to be taking melee hits, and then the other one's going to be having this nasty dot on them. So that would be a good use of Beacon of Faith. Like I said, Beacon of Faith, if two tanks are taking quite a bit of damage at the same time. Otherwise, Beacon of the Lightbringer is a pretty safe choice. I didn't actually get to show you Rule of Law, but let me just demonstrate it real quick here. So let me try to heal